All right, when it comes to arcade games, a Berks County man isn't playing around. He found something he loves and turned it into a career.
WFMZ's Karen Millette has more on the opening of a new museum in Ephrata, Lancaster County in tonight's One Tank Trip.
They lived full lives in the 80s in shopping malls, bowling alleys, on boardwalks. Then most of them spent some time resting in basements, storage closets, attics. But they're here now, side by side, in a small place on North State Street in Ephrata. Stephen Van Splinter Jr. of Shillington, giving them all a second life. This is Gameseum Mega Arcade and Museum, with about 80 arcade games and pinball machines to play. For Stephen, who's just 21, it's been a long time coming. He left public school when a chronic illness proved to be too much, but what he missed in the classroom, he's made up for in this part of life. He spent years methodically collecting pieces of the past, getting his first arcade game when he was 16. He found it on Craigslist for $40.
I got Continental Circuit by Tito. That's back there, actually. I still got it. I have never sold a game. I get too attached.
Makes sense considering the hours he spent restoring and fixing them. He taught himself how to do it, since the only games he could afford to buy were ones that didn't work.
Which, 5 years later, was apparently a very good life lesson, because now I'm fixing them all the time. You know, it already had its first life of being ran all day, 12 hours a day, you know, back in the 80s and the 90s. So they never come here not beat up. So we make them good again. We make them work.
He's currently working on Donkey Kong. Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man will be joining the lineup.
I mean, we have a lot of great titles here, but these are the ones everyone remembers. Obviously, we got Galaga, which is like probably the biggest classic of all time. Extremely hard to find, whether you're collecting or playing anywhere. You can't find these anymore.
Next to it is the prequel to the sequel, Gameseum. And you don't need any quarters to play them. It's $10 an hour or $25 to play all day. The oldest game is a 1952 Gottlieb Rainbow pinball machine. He's working on that one. It'll join the others already in play. We got to see under the hood of some. No circuit boards. It's all relays, motors, and coils, and most are hard to find. Stephen says it's gratifying to see them all next to each other, under one roof.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I love it. You know, it's just, you know, not only do I get to play all my stuff in my own house here, but you know, let's get everyone else enjoy it too. And that's one of the best parts, really, is watching other people enjoy it. See, I got all the world records up there too. See them all?
Just try to beat his high score. Hanging out in the arcade on a one-tank trip to the Gameseum in Ephrata. Karen Millette, 69 News.